It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out to his left. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. D.J. Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Flush to his right. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going deep for Brown. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring it deep. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game. Oh, and now some space to operate.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Gets around him. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 50. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He's got Jordan complete right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. It fights him off. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rolling to his left. 20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Come on now.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, that's Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
All day, baby, all day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Rack. Check my pass.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. But first down, Hurts. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Extra point safely through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting pressure comes, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
2nd and long. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He'll return it from the 6. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next.
He's got a man complete. And still fighting. A big play there for Carolina.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there for halftime action.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, it's 3rd down, 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Powers through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, what a move. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Back to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive got...